Muy buenos días, compañeros, y bienvenidos al Sugar City Morning Show para hoy, 15 de febrero. Mamma mía, qué rápido vuela el tiempo. Hoy es jueves, el 15 de febrero, y un atento saludo a toda nuestra audiencia que nos ve y que nos escucha por toda esta área de Orange Rock y por todo el país de Belice. Estamos transmitiendo en vivo desde Canal 10, Nortevisión, aquí en la bella aldea de Transfarm. De mi parte, un gran gusto de estar con ustedes luego de unas muy necesitadas vacaciones, pero también un gran gusto de darle la bienvenida y decir los muy buenos días, al señor Rubén Campos, mi buen amigo.
Buenos días, hermano.
¿Cómo estás, Rubén?
Bien, gracias. Good to see you back. Welcome back.
Escucharlo. Claro. Y también me da mucho gusto de enviarles atentos saludos a todos. Hoy una mañana preciosa, una mañana muy bonita aquí en Orange Rock. Como siempre, compañeros, vamos a empezar nuestro programa con una oración, porque la pregunta no es por qué lo hago yo, sino la pregunta es por qué no lo haces tú. Eso es, porque todos debemos de empezar la mañana con una nota de agradecimiento a nuestro Señor por darnos la vida. Gracias, Padre, por todas tus bendiciones. Hoy nos das el privilegio de poder vivir, de poder respirar, ver, comer, caminar. Y por eso, Padre, estoy sumamente agradecido por todo lo que haces por mí, por mis compañeros de trabajo, mis amistades, mis familiares y todos a que se unen a esta oración, a este momento. Gracias, Padre, por todo esto. Te pedimos que continúes bendiciéndonos. Y también, Padre, como siempre, pidiendo para aquellas personas que más lo necesitan. En particular, hoy pido, Padre, para el alma de la señora Bridget Escarpeta, que falleció el lunes. Padre, te bendecimos, te adoramos y te glorificamos siempre. Amén. Un gran gusto saludarles. It's a pleasure to welcome you to the Sugar City Morning Show. And we will quickly go on to the general weather forecast for today. And it says relatively moist conditions to continue to dominate our weather. The 24-hour forecast, cloudy at times, with today and tonight with a few showers mostly over central and southern areas of the country. The winds blowing from the east-northeast, 10 to 20 knots and gusty. The sea state moderate to rough. Temperatures along the coast, 82 degrees as a max, 73 degrees as a minimum. Inland, 86 degrees as a high and 68 degrees as a low. And in the hills, 73 degrees, a very cool 73 degrees and as a high, and 64 degrees as a low. There is a small craft caution in effect for gusty winds and rough seas. And the outlook for tomorrow, and yes, tomorrow is already Friday, and Friday night is for partly cloudy skies with only isolated showers developing. A low tide occurred this morning at 3:51. High tide is occurring today at 10:22 in the morning, and second high tide at 10:01. Actually, the information here is presented in reverse order. So let me correct that and say a high tide at 10:22 a.m. A low tide follows at 3:51 p.m. A high tide at 1 minute after 10 tonight, and the second low tide at 4:53, but that is until tomorrow morning. The sun rose this morning at 6:19, and the sun sets this evening at 6 minutes before 6. And in pretty much the same manner, the moon rose this morning at 6:11, and the moon is setting this evening at 4 minutes before 6. Thank you, forecaster Michael Gentle, for this information. I noticed that you were at your desk and at your job from 5:33, and that's commendable. Thank you very much. Buenos días, compañeros. Este es el reporte del estado del tiempo para hoy, jueves 15 de febrero, y esto es en español para la gente de habla hispana, que no entendió ni papa que dije en inglés. Bueno, hoy las condiciones siguen relativamente húmedas y estas condiciones continuarán controlando nuestro clima aquí en Belice para las siguientes 24 horas. Así que hoy estará nublado por momentos, hoy durante el curso del día y por la noche con algunos chubascos, esencialmente sobre la porción central y la porción sur del país de Belice. Los vientos, sin embargo, del este-noreste de 10 a 20 nudos con ráfagas más fuertes. El estado del mar moderado a súper agitado. Por eso hay una nota de cautela para pequeñas embarcaciones. Obviamente, debido a que el mar está bastante agitado y las condiciones ahí pudieran causarle una situación bastante peligrosa. Temperaturas por la costa, una máxima de 82 y una mínima de 73. En el interior 86 como una máxima y 68 como una mínima. Hoy por la mañana estuvo bastante fresca. A las 6 de la mañana salí de la casa y sentí que el vientecito estaba algo heladito. No exageradamente helado, pero como para justificar un abrigo, un chaleco o algo de eso, pero sí estaba bastante fresco. Por las colinas 73 como una máxima y 64 como una mínima. Se espera que mañana viernes y mañana viernes por la noche tengamos cielos parcialmente nublados, con chubascos desarrollándose, pero chubascos aislados. Una marea alta hoy a las 10:22, una baja a las 3:51 por la tarde, una segunda marea alta a las 10:01 por la noche y luego una segunda marea baja a las 4:53 mañana por la mañana. El sol salió hoy a las 6:19 y el sol se oculta a las 6:06 y de igual forma la luna salió hoy a las 6:11 y se ocultará a las 5:56 hoy por la tarde. Gracias Michael Gentle por esta información y también le quiero darle un agradecimiento, enviarles nota de agradecimiento a todas las personas que han estado laborando durante el curso de la noche. Hay que reconocer, compañeros, todas esas personas que hacen lo que muchas veces nosotros no queremos hacer. Sin embargo, hay personas que lo están haciendo. ¿No crees tú que...?
That is correct. And, like you rightly said, there's a lot to give thanks and praise for the graces and blessings that we receive every day. And it's a beautiful, cool morning, refreshing morning in Sugar City. And, you made me laugh a little while ago when you were giving you are our local weatherman, all right? Local weatherman.
Pues
and there was a commentary there. Dice, ¿cuándo regresa Emmanuel? Dice, porque me gusta su chiste. And then when he says, pues no escuchaste ni papas. And I laugh. So, but everyone has their unique abilities and such. And welcome back, Emmanuel. And it's quite refreshing to, like the morning, to know that, an early dialogue is very important. We talk about the weather conditions. We have people that, like as you mentioned, that get working at night. We have also people who get up extremely early, like the bus drivers, to get those buses ready.
Los camioneros.
The cane farmers. You have shifts with the doctors, the nurses, police, fire department, etc. It's good to give recognition, even the taximan, the taxi people,
Sí, hoy viniendo aquí a la casa, al trabajo, perdón, pasé por la casa del señor Hermón y le dije, muchacho, te andaba yo buscando aquel día porque necesitaba de un taxi a las 5 de la mañana para un doctor que se iba de viaje. Pero por lo general, me dijo el doctor de que por más de que consiga promesa tras promesa tras promesa de los taxistas de estar ahí a las 5 de la mañana, nunca se asoman a tiempo. Él siendo un profesional y siendo una persona que insiste y exige en realidad puntualidad, tú sabes que el taxista no llegó y terminó perdiendo su autobús. Pero, compañeros, hubiera sido completamente diferente si ciertas personas como el señor Armov hubieran ido. Si estás cumpliendo años hoy, que la pases muy bien, aniversarios, que la pases muy bien, y lo que estés celebrando hoy, recordando que con todo en moderación se acepta, todo en moderación se acepta. Es cuando te haces el abuso de las cosas que entonces tienes problema.
That is right. Moderation is the key word for everything you do.
Moderation is
and yesterday, a lot of people were celebrating Valentine's Day, and well, it was double characterization, that's how I put it. You had on one hand celebrating Valentine's Day, and at the same time recognizing that it was Ash Wednesday, the beginning of Lent. So, if you are in the Christian mode and the religious mode, when you say Valentine's Day, you say Happy Valentine's Day, and then when you translate into the Christian and you say Ash Wednesday, then you begin thinking of, okay, what is it that I'm going to relinquish for the 40 days? You know, porque es tiempo de Cuaresma, and you usually give up something. So, are you going to celebrate, or are you going to give up something? So, it's the beginning of both. So, it's a very interesting situation.
Paradoja, una paradox, because en realidad dices, ¿lo hago o no lo hago? Porque tengo razón para celebrar hoy, que es Día de la Amistad y Día del Amor, pero también tengo mi responsabilidad católica, cristiana. Así que todo en moderación. Pues todo en moderación está muy bien.
Precisamente.
Ok. Pero he estado viendo, I've been watching the show at home. I've had the luxury of watching the show at home. And also watching other programs. You know,
okay.
Zipping from one to the other and zipping from one and getting
enjoying a vacation, relaxing,
a perspective
okay.
of the show. And I would like to offer congratulations to everybody here on the Sugar City Morning Show, because I think that the message has been quite straightforward at the end of the day. And I captioned here a little note that says, and I'm going to read because I think this is good. It says, since 2008, Ruben, a boom of urban development has been taking place countrywide. And this kind of development that we see happening all around us occurs when there is maximum collaboration between the people, the municipal government, and central government. While Orange Road got its share of national resources, a UDP town council would have done much. And I would like to say much, much more.
That is correct. That is correct. When you look at the global issue of development, when we talk about national development, we talk about the entire country. When we talk about municipal elections and municipality development, there has to be a collaboration, a partnership between the municipal bodies, because the municipal body rely mostly on property taxes, traffic taxes, licenses, etc. that you do. But for the projects, the larger context is concentrated in the central government. The central government at this time is the United Democratic Party, which will be in government for another 2 years plus, because the Prime Minister is not going to call elections right away. So if you want to be included in the national development, included en el proceso de desarrollo nacional, como una comunidad, de un concilio, una municipalidad, el trabajo debemos hacer de unir, enfrentar, colaborar, hacer un esfuerzo de diálogo para hacer la petición para la gente para quien nos fuimos elegidos. Pero como has mencionado allá en tu frase, es muy, muy importante for national development. There has to be a partnership. And this can only come when the greatest gift that we have as human beings have and should be natural humility. Hay que humillarnos. We must be humble for those who we serve. If we look at the other municipalities, you can always say, Prime Minister, this is what we need. Prime Minister, this is what we need. And I will give you an example. Even the area representative from Toledo West, he's a PUP representative. When he goes to the National Assembly, he gives you his little political knack, but he humbles himself and he says, you know what, Prime Minister, in my community, I need a small bridge, I need this. And the Prime Minister says, well, thank you for asking. That's what we're here for.
No,
but
exactly
when you listen to the PUP party leader who is this representative for Orange Walk Central, he's always complaining about this, about talking about corruption and talking about all sorts of things. And then the mayor, who is his tool, and the councillors who work for him, so the councillors work for Johnny, They come to the mayor and they work for him. So instead of them working for the people, they looked up Johnny and said, ¿Qué vamos a hacer? Y si él no hace nada, nada se hace para el pueblo de Orange Walk. Nothing is done. So when we pay keen attention to the statement that you read, it is so true for Orange Walk, because if we want to be part of the national development, we need to put a working team that has the ability and wants to work, but more so the humility to go and ask wherever it may be for the development of everybody in Orange Walk.
In total contrast to the current mayor, who from the very day that he was, and I stand to be corrected, the very day, but I do believe that some days after being elected, made the pronouncement, we no need no Dean Barrow.
Yes.
We no need no Gapi Vega, we don't need none of their
Yes,
money, and
yes,
so
yes.
forth and so forth. And then they have been, and I do think, and I'm going to mention it, they have been up to a certain, well, not to a certain point, I'll be straight up. They have been lying to the public and saying that the central government gives them no money, and that they have done so much maximizing on property taxes, etc., when the truth is, ladies and gentlemen, the truth is, and you can actually view this information on their website, where they can clearly states that they get a subvention of from government over the past 2 years. Over the past 3 years, they have received $1.2 million worth of money, cash. And as a matter of fact, over the 6 years that they have been there, they have collected close to $2.5 million as in the form of a subvention from government. So fool the talk, but not fool the listen. Okay? That is a fact.
Well, you see, you must be truthful to your people, because in modern age, you have technology. People get information instantly. And even if you look at their financials that they put up, which do not give you the details, they say so much was spent, but you tell you how. Not tell you how. That the subvention that they receive from the government goes to service loans that they made that future town councils will have to pay. Loans that they cannot pay right now. So they have to, they are servicing, they are repaying this loan through the subvention coming from central government. And that's a fact, because what they should do, they should reveal to the public the contracts that they have made with several contractors to do certain things. They should also reveal to the public how much was the contract, what was it for, and the people will make their own judgment where you got value for money. But as you rightly said, they need to tell the truth to the people. And when you hide behind a cloak and think only party and do not think people, then you are not doing the right thing, even as a political party or as a politician. We need to examine exactly the process. What will be happening on March 7th? March 7th, all of us go to exercise our democratic right, our constitutional right, to hear our voices heard through the vote. If you want a work to get done, you hire a worker. A worker. I mean, if you want an office, why you want to sit down there, write letters, and pick up the phone and call, and maybe pass a book and all that thing, you hire that kind of person. But if you want a mayor that will work for the town, and a town council that will work for the town and all the people, then it's clear Philip de la Fuente is the working candidate, and his team are the working team. So there is a clear distinction that one can make, that the UDP team is the best team for Orange Walk. You know.
My point is very clear. Regardless of who is in, the subvention comes into every single town council. I mentioned that the Orange Walk Town Council receives $400,000 a year a while ago. That is regardless of who is in. It's a subvention. It's an aid that is given from central government. And the only reason I mentioned it is very simply because some people from within the People's United Party claim and have the audacity to go on the Russians and on Facebook saying, we now receive no money from central government. That is a blatant lie. That is a blatant lie. They have received over the past 6 years close to $2.5 million. But the second point I want to make, ladies and gentlemen, is the following. How much more couldn't we have gotten if we were under a UDP town council?
Exactamente.
How much more we could have gotten if we were humble enough to say, Mr. Man, I want some money for Orange Walk. And politics being what it is, of course you could have gotten it, but it has not happened. So what happens is that we go, and I'm sure that these people who went to the convention from Orange Walk to Belize City and from other areas saw, and not only saw, but were filled with envy to the amount of good streets that there are in Belize City.
Exactly.
With the amount of infrastructure that they're seeing in Belize City, with the amount of development that they're seeing in Belize City. And I'm hoping that it was an eye-opener for them to understand that, A, it could also have happened here in Orange Walk. But because of their very, very vote, the way they think and their obstinacy, that we have not had it. Now, we stand a chance. We are being given a wonderful opportunity. Come March 7th. Come March 7th. Put party politics one side and very simply act or take an action for the benefit and the welfare of all Orange Walk Kenyans. We can have development coming to Orange Walk if we only vote in the correct party into power come March 7th.
We have a golden opportunity, Emmanuel. We have a golden opportunity to have Philip and his 6 candidates offer themselves. You know, it's challenging to put your name on a ballot. But when you see the need for development and love for your community, you know, and you build up this courage to put your name on a ballot. We have Philip and the 6 team who are noble people. They are people who are hardworking people. And we have an opportunity now to have a UDP town council that will partner with central government to bring development, infrastructure, services in tourism development, and most important that everybody's talking about, jobs. We need jobs here. You want to have a municipal a body that will stay there for 3 years more and not do nothing for the people of Orange Walk? But by voting for Philip and the UDP team and going and negotiating with the central government to bring infrastructure development in Orange Walk, create jobs, even the PUPs will benefit. And like you rightly said, I am happy that they went to Belize City. You know, I mean, instead of looking at blue and white, look at red, white, and blue. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Look at the difference. Blue and white, I don't want to sound unusual, but blue and white flag in our neighboring countries, that's the color of the flag they use. Over yonder, blue and white. The UDP flag, and blue and white has no other symbol but partyism. If you look at the red, white, and blue with the 6 dots, it includes red and white, UDP, blue and white, PUP, 6 dots to represent the 6 municipalities in the 6 districts in our country. The UDP flag is the symbol that represents everybody in Belize, instead of the PUP flag that represents a few of Belizeans. We need to start being Belizeans, and the UDP flag is the national symbol to indicate to all Belizeans, red, white, and blue with the 6 dots representing the 6 districts, is to give respect to everybody.
And inclusivity.
And includes everybody. So even the flag that the UDP uses as their symbol, brothers and sisters, is to reflect all of us, including UPUP. So, you know, I mean, at least put one national symbol on your flag, you know. But when you want to divide this country, even by the symbol you use, then that is what we get. Divisive division instead of clarity, focused, unified guidance with even the flag we represent.
And strength that comes from unity.
Precisely.
We take a break, ladies and gentlemen. It's exactly 7:30, and we'll be right back with you after these commercial messages. No se vayan, son las 7:30. Estaremos de vuelta inmediatamente luego de sus anuncios comerciales.
We will build a better and more beautiful Orange Walk town.
A better Orange Walk for our children and our children's children.
An Orange Walk, where our residents can enjoy good and clean streets, drains, and parks.
An Orange Walk where tourism will complement our sugar industry.
An Orange Walk that will provide more job opportunities for its residents.
A developed Orange Walk that will be the pride of all Northenians.
For real development and the Orange Walk we all wish to see, your UDP 7 is here to make that change for progress.
Give me the real milk, the #1 milk, Dano milk, then of Dano milk. You can whip its cream, for Dano milk it is real, yes, Dano milk, then of Dano milk. All over Cayo and in San Pedro, Dano milk, then of Dano milk. Dano milk in the morning, Dano milk in the evening, Dano milk. Give me Dano milk. Up north in Corozal, supermarket and them all. Dano milk, then of Dano milk. All over this land and in Belmopan, yes, Dano milk. Give me Dano milk. Say in Dangriga, down south in PG, Dano milk, then of Dano milk. You can hear this talk, cause it's in Orange Walk, yeah, Dano milk. I love Dano milk. Dano milk powder, probably the best milk powder in the world. Dano.
Están todos cordialmente invitados a participar en la nominación de nuestros candidatos este 21 de febrero a la 1 de la tarde, en frente de la oficina del Partido Unido Democrático, en la calle Libertad. Venga a ser parte de la historia y restauremos nuestro municipio. Cambio para el progreso. Adelante con los 7 candidatos del Partido Unido Democrático.
Hey, Jenna, remind me to buy credit when we leave here.
Again? Geez.
I need to buy data.
You really should just sign up for the data basic plans from Digicel. It's perfect for data lovers like you.
What's that? Because I don't want to change my number.
Keep your number. All you're doing is just paying once a month for data allowance. That way you get way more data than buying day to day, and you pay less than what you're always spending on clothes. Just select a plan that suits your budget. They're as low as $24.99.
Are you serious?
Yes, there are even larger plans that families can share the data.
I like the sound of that. You can look now.
Digicel prepaid customers, come into any Digicel office and ask about a data basic plan that is right for you.
The bigger, better network. Digicel.
Need an escape from your daily schedule? Why not become a tourist in your own country? Discover Western Belize. Transport back in time and be awed by the reminiscences of the Mayan civilization. Be adventurous or spend a day with family and friends enjoying the serenity of the Macau River. Sample a Kaya staple or pick up some fresh produce to make your own delicacy. Come Come visit us in Western Belize. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Motor 5.0, 4 válvulas por cilindro. Todos quisiéramos una. Como que no agarra, ¿no? Siento como que se le pega el... ¿Balancín? Vamos a darte el aceite que te mereces. Vas a correr como rayo, preciosa.
Los que oímos más allá de las revoluciones, hablamos máquina. Roche France, poniendo el mundo a funcionar.
Agente autorizado, German Vega y Sons. Teléfono 322-3625. Roche France.
What I think you lead me to it.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Bienvenidos de vuelta, compañeros. Son exactamente las 7:36. And I have had some chance to go through the manifesto for the United Democratic Party here in Orange Walk for the upcoming municipal elections, which are going to be happening within the next 3 weeks.
March 7th.
Yes, 3 weeks approximately.
March 7th.
March 14 days left in February, and 7 days, 20 days. Mamma mia. But I will take time apart now to read, don't think that I'm going to take long here, but this is important. And it's captioned on the socio-economic development. And a lot of people must wonder, what the heck is socio-economic development? Big words.
Yes, it is.
Very simply saying that the new UDP Town Council will be creating more opportunities to grow business and commerce by employing the following ideas. 1, work diligently with stakeholders of the tourism industry to develop and promote Orange Walk as a tourist destination. 2, increase tourism, jobs, and economic activity in our town by restoring our national monuments, river, and town tours. 3, expand our market to accommodate more vendors. 4, invite call centers to set up operations in Orange Walk town. 5, initiate the creation of an employment agency database to help market suitably qualified persons from Orange Walk to employers both locally and nationally. 6, extend Fiesta Rama to a 4-week festival to include different themed events each weekend, including a Northern Agricultural Show, Rumfest, and Battle of the Bands competition. 7, I think it's 7 years, construct vending kiosks at established bus stops along the bus route in town for the convenience of commuters. Socioeconomic development. Ruben, your thoughts on all of this? You were mentioning a while ago that jobs is at the core of
Absolutely.
And that if you have an up-and-coming tourism industry, that means that more people will be coming to Orange Walk, which means that there is the opportunity to be able to sell more, to be able to give more to different services, to be able to offer more hotel rooms, etc., 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 which at the end of the day means more jobs. But
That's
let's
right.
take this
Yes.
call. Sugar City Morning Show, good morning.
Hello, good morning. What happened to that case, Sherman? I don't know, talk Spanish, every day in college, though. What happened? So people don't cut off the radio because learning is starting. You know, they know it, but tactics for some people. Am I right or wrong?
You would like us to talk more Spanish, sir? Is that what you mean?
No, you share the language, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We will be doing that. We will be doing that as beginning today. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah.
No, the caller is right, you know. But again, you know, we mix our communication, and first we need to get the thought out, you know. So I appreciate, caller, I appreciate that we need to hablar un poco más en español. But again, to go into the socio-economic plan that the UDP is proposing for Orange Walk, it includes, from what you read, it includes, one, giving a lot of priority to our young people, the youths. If we're looking at job placement, an area or an institution, part of the municipality that would take in employment, for example, then we can record all the students that are graduating from like IT vet from Orange Walk. We have electricians, we have plumbers, we have technicians, and so we have a cadre that is being produced here locally. So the municipality will partner with the stakeholder to say, okay, what is it that you have? We can promote the talent and the abilities of our young people to create employment, and not only that, to do as other countries do, market the brains of our young people to create more jobs locally. Secondly, when you restore all the cultural and heritage of in our community, you restore an identity. An identity means that who we are and who are we, and so you will attract people to say, well, look, how is it that it's Orange Walk the name? How is it that we have the name of Sugar City? How did that come about? Why do we have this street, Queen Victoria? Why? There's a lot to have people involved to do that. And thirdly, when we talk about the preservation of the river, I will give you an idea, Kevin, because everything I said so far, I spoke about the Judge Price Boulevard, the hurricane pave it, you know, they fix it. I spoke about the compactor trucks down in PG. They get the one and spray it white, you say one no. You understand? So if you want to hire me as a consultant, you can do that. You know what I mean? Someone's Orange Walkenians. But this is what we are looking at also when we talk about socio-economic in the UDP manifesto. We have a beautiful river. We have God's gift of nature. Imagine the possibilities with a river vote for tourism, you know, right by the bridge where people go in at night. You can cruise, have a night cruise there with a little music, you know, a little entertainment all the way up the river. It's not only at day, you know. At night people want something to do. And there are people who are prepared to invest in this venture right now as we speak. So we need to tap into this to create local business so that the economy can grow in our community. So the partnership is there. Así el desarrollo socioeconómico en la municipalidad incluye la participación del talento que tiene nuestra juventud, como en ITVET, que produce allá plomeros, electricistas, personas que hacen trabajo de aire acondicionado y mucho más. Así que estos jóvenes van a tener un mercado de empleo porque va a haber una colaboración entre la municipalidad a tener un récord de que esto es lo que hay para ofrecer en Orange Walk en talento y experiencia, porque van a ser personas que ya tuvieron sus estudios principal para poder desarrollar la economía de Orange Walk.
Yo quisiera hacer un comentario aquí que Orange Walk se pudiera desarrollar en un lugar donde pudiéramos contar con más visitas de turistas. Vemos cómo ciertas entidades en la ciudad de Belice y en Cayo han tomado ventaja de los cruceros que llegan,
Sí.
de los pasajeros que llegan dentro de los cruceros, y han ellos desarrollado negocios, ofrecimientos, servicios para poder atraer todo este turismo y poder justificar, ¿sabes? No solo tienes que ir al zoológico, pero pudieras tomar este ride aquí, ¿ok? O te pudiera yo llevar pues, en una carreta con caballos a dar un paseo por el pueblo de Orange Walk. Pero al final del día se necesita crear este ambiente donde el concilio promueve este tipo de actividad. El concilio anima este tipo de actividad, donde al final del día no simplemente te da una felicitación en la espalda, pero sino también es parte íntegra del desarrollo de esto. Quisiéramos ver que Orange Walk se eleve en ese aspecto. Como tú correctamente dijiste, simplemente, compañeros, simplemente se trata de ponernos a pensar.
Precisa, we have to think out of the box. Tenemos que tenemos que tener un equipo que va a mantener limpieza en la comunidad. Limpieza es muy importante. You know, I have always said, it's not a sin to be poor, but it's a sin to be poor and dirty. We have water, we have a river, we have things that will give us that cleanliness, that beauty. You know, I mean, we need to encourage a civic pride with our citizens to keep their yards and front of their yards clean. But how do we do that? By example. Por ejemplo, el concilio puede tener negociaciones. Remember, you have what you call a sister relation program, que se unen con a ciudades en otros países, uno con Nueva York, con Los Ángeles. I mean, nosotros no tenemos que ir muy lejos. Tenemos Chetumal acá, que está bien desarrollado. Millones de personas. Y nuestro dinero cruza la frontera. ¿Por qué no podemos colaborar también para que también un poco de ese dinero se quede acá en Belice y que ellos vengan aquí también? Así tenemos que forjar un compromiso, un partnership para que podamos crecer. Así de que no solo es lo que tenemos, sino hacer un plan de desarrollo por 3 años and beyond. Pero hay que poner la base. You need to have a foundation to build upon, to go on this road for development for Orange Walk. We have to stop thinking of the past and look for the future. La juventud ya tiene acceso a mayor información con esta visibilidad de crear una nueva comunidad, crear un nuevo Belice para todos. Y eso es lo que queremos poner en marcha el 7 de marzo. Pero eso sucede cuando tienes gente que son trabajadores, que tienen la habilidad de decir, ¿sabes qué? Vamos a buscar gente que puede hacer esto, o vamos a invitar a tal persona que nos explique cómo vamos a hacer esto, o personas que, ¿sabes qué? Vamos a buscar asistencia en fondos para traer estos proyectos en Orange Walk. Se hace un plan tiene un budget se tiene que poner un costo. Cuando ya está preparado allá, entonces podemos hacer mucho más para Orange Walk. But that can only happen when we elect Philip de la Fuente and the UDP team. So it's a good thing to vote. It's a good thing to put your X on the 7 red boxes on your ballot. It's a good thing. It's a good thing for UDP. It's a good thing for PUP. It's a good thing for all Orange Walk. So that's why. Por eso cuando yo hablo con pasión para mi pueblo. You know, todo para mi pueblo. Y a veces tenemos que llegar a una concientización, a una realización de que qué es lo mejor para el futuro de los que vienen.
Veo que también, pues noto que Orange Walk ya tiene una gran cantidad de guías para los turistas. Es más, tenemos gente muy bien preparada.
Precisamente, mucha
muy
inteligencia.
Bien preparada aquí en Orange Walk. Gente que se destaca con la habilidad de poder informar y hacer a ese turista sentirlo muy bien, que se sienta informado, pero al mismo tiempo que se sienta confortable. Y yo creo que simplemente toma unir a estas cabecitas, traer junto a estas personas en un ambiente y decir, tú, fulanito, ¿qué piensas? ¿Cómo podemos nosotros desarrollar esta industria para traer más turismo aquí en Orange Walk? ¿Con qué crees tú? ¿Qué es tu sugerencia? Tú, ¿qué es tu sugerencia? Y luego entonces trabajar de eso en adelante. ¿Ok? Y estoy seguro que si logramos tener más turismo aquí en Orange Walk, entonces más restaurantes harán dinero, más hoteles harán dinero, pero también compañeros, no solo el restaurante y el hotel va a hacer dinero, pero el restaurante tiene que comprar su comida y su verdura y su carne del mercado, y el hotel tiene que conseguir gente que le haga limpieza.
Precisamente.
Y así que es un efecto donde más y más gente se ve envuelta. Así que, obviamente, compañeros, va a haber más empleo. También el folleto habla acerca de expandir el mercado para poder acomodar más vendedores.
Bueno, sí, hay que expandir.
No hay un esfuerzo ahorita para la expansión del mercado.
Hay un proyecto para expansión, pero hay que modernizar el pensamiento en cómo se hace expansión para el mercado, porque tenemos que también mantener la salud, la limpieza y también la calidad del producto. Y cuando
la calidad del servicio.
Bueno, precisamente, pero por eso ahí es donde viene entrenamiento comunitario, consulta con todos los vendedores y particularmente con nuestros hermanos y hermanas de las aldeas circunvecinas, que son los agrícolas que hacen la producción. Por ejemplo, cuando vengan hay que tener un lugar donde pueden hacer su mayor presentación para la gente, porque como has mencionado, si hay hotel, hay restaurante, quieren su producto fresh, they want the fresh fruits, they want the fresh vegetables, ya saben a dónde y escoger y todo. Y no solo eso, hay muchos de nuestros productos que tenemos que abogar y colaborar con nuestras agricultoras que compren nuestro producto local. La importación está bien, son por muy pocos, pero hay que tomar la decisión de cuidar los productores locales. Y con un mercado que ya está bien facilitado, aquí va a ser mercado productos nacionales beliceños. Hay que tomar una estancia. You must take a stance. You know, it may not sound popular, but you must make a stand for your local agriculture people with your local product. And say this section of the market or this market, it came from San Carlos, came from Indian Church, came from any neighboring village in Orange or Corozal, wherever. But these are our local products. We need to make that decision.
Yo veo como cuando paso por San Ignacio los sábados, y me imagino que ya habrás captado qué es lo que te voy a decir. Y no solo San Ignacio en los sábados, pero en Beropan los viernes. Market Day es un evento.
That's right.
Compañeros, si es que no sabes de lo que estoy hablando y quisieras verlo, yo te invito que vayas los sábados a San Ignacio. Vas a ver una multitud de gente en el área en el área de Savannah Park, ¿ok? Savannah Market. Vas a ver miles y miles de personas comprando verduras, frutas, carnes, todo tipo de cosas, ¿ok? Ahí. Y eso Eso está muy bien y quisiéramos verlo aquí. Ahora, reconozco que aquí en Orange Walk ha habido un esfuerzo para crear algo similar. Sin embargo, no creo que tengamos la infraestructura para poder permitir que esto suceda. Este folleto nos habla directamente de crear esa infraestructura, de expandir el mercado actual para poder acomodar más y más vendedores, pero también porque Orange Walk no está quedando más chico. Orange Walk está creciendo y creciendo y creciendo y hay más necesidad. Y no necesariamente solo de vendedores de verduras, por decir, pero también vendedores de pollo, de carne, de distintos productos. ¿Okay?
Por eso,
distintos productos.
Precisamente, pero como has mencionado anteriormente, este folleto, ¿me lo prestas un ratito?
Claro.
Este folleto, mis queridos hermanos y hermanas, es parte del manifiesto del equipo UDP de Orange Walk. Aquí lo tienen, el manifiesto. Y aquí dice Orange Walk, Vote UDP 7, tiene Philip de la Fuente y nuestros candidatos que van a ser los candidatos elegidos por usted para hacer estas posibilidades. Podemos hablar de todo esto, pero todo se realiza con tu voto sagrado, con tu participación para desarrollo para nuestra comunidad, por tu valentía y particularmente por el amor a Orange Walk y a Sugar City, para mejorarlo, para tener un futuro más brillante para todos. Aquí está todo en este folleto. Vote UDP 7, ¿no? Y también dice acá, Improving Lives. Hay que mejorar la vida y condición de nuestros ciudadanos. ¿Okay? Así que tenemos un folleto que fue preparado con las ideas, que fue preparado con las ideas y consejos de ustedes. Así que, hermanos, esto es lo que tenemos que hacer el 7 de marzo para cumplir nuestra misión, para tener una fundación fuertísimo para crecimiento para Orange Walk y todos nosotros que vivimos acá. Vote UDP 7, Philip de la Fuente, alcalde, y su equipo. Y ahí vamos juntos, todos para nuestro pueblo.
Bueno, como digo el señor Campos, este es el manifiesto del Partido Unido Democrático, del UDP, para estas elecciones municipales. Rápidamente, pasando por, antes que lleguemos a la pausa, pero rápidamente elaborando tantito, y dice aquí, inviting call centers to set up operations in Orange Walk Town. Es más, crear más empleo. Mucha gente tiene que ir a trabajar en Belice para trabajar en los call centers. Pues, sentido común. ¿Qué mejor sería si no tendrían que viajar hasta Belice y tenerlos aquí en Orange Walk? Porque, compañeros, la gente de Orange Walk se reconoce como una gente trabajadora. Una gente que siempre puedes confiar en ellos. Continuando, dice, invite the creation of an employment agency database to help market suitably qualified persons from Orange Walk to employers both locally and nationally. ¿Qué quiere decir eso? Crear una base de información.
Yeah.
Donde tú, si es que estás necesitado de un empleo, ¿ok? Vas y hablas con con estas personas en esta oficina, donde se dan cuenta de, ahí escriben tus aptitudes, qué tipo de trabajo haces bien,
tu especialidad,
tu especialidad. Y entonces, si es que entonces viene alguien y dice, ando buscando a tal persona, una persona que esté preparado en computación y tú estás preparado en computación, entonces ya se hace ese enlace. Esto es muy importante, muy bueno, y lo vemos funcionar en otras municipalidades, compañeros, y por qué no aquí podemos tenerlo.
Service marketing is very important, very important. Service marketing is an atmosphere that creates a lot of employment, particularly in areas of specialization. And that is why when you have a UDP town council that will be able to partner with ITVET is right here in Orange Walk, right here in Orange Walk. We have brilliant students, young men and women, graduating with their certificates, some even getting their licenses in electrician and whatnot. So when you have your database, anywhere in the country, when they say, okay, we need employment, we already have a set of talented individuals that can be recommended. And not only that, when we talk about partnership with central government, remember the central government also has a Department of Labor. The Department of Labor, the Department of Immigration.
And they have a job placement.
A job placement. So what does this mean? It means that we need to partner to let them know before you issue a work permit, etc. here and there. First, look at the consideration here that we have. We need to be bold. We need to, when we talk about change for progress, we're talking about change for progress to give employment, to give development, to give a new beautification to Orange Walk. And that is what the UDP stands for. You know, I mean, we thank all those who have been elected. Everybody has a contribution to be made. But as we move forward into the future, we need to get out of the box. We need to look at the reality of life, the fast-changing life modes that we live, and we need to create an atmosphere of employment. You know, so we need to partner. Our young people want a municipality that they can feel that they own. Es de nosotros. Todo. El pueblo es todo para todos.
Muchas gracias, Rubén. Con esa nota vamos a una pausa, compañeros, cuando ya son las 8 de la mañana. Pero regresaremos con más y estaremos hablando más acerca de el manifiesto del Partido Unido Democrático para esas elecciones y estaremos hablando acerca de el tráfico y de la seguridad pública. Vamos a esa pausa, compañeros, y estaremos de vuelta luego de estos anuncios.
Need an escape from your daily schedule? Why not become a tourist in your own country? Discover Western Belize. Transport back in time and be awed by the reminiscences of the Mayan civilization. Be adventurous or spend a day with family and friends enjoying the serenity of the Macau River. Sample a kaya staple or pick up some fresh produce to make your own delicacy. Come visit us in Western Belize. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Change is coming for the love of Orange Walk Town. On March 7, we coming early morning to vote for Google leadership. Philip De La Fuente and his 6 winning councillors. Vote UDP 7.
The Great United Democratic Party calls all its supporters and friends in Orange Walk Town to be a part of history as we march to victory. On Wednesday, 21st February, let's all congregate at the Orange Walk East UDP political office on Liberty Avenue at 1 p.m. and paint this town red as we accompany our candidates to the Treasury building to be nominated to represent us in our town council. Put on your red shirts, bring your red flags, and join the UDP family on Wednesday, February 21st at 1 p.m. in front of the UDP office on Liberty Avenue. Forward onto victory.
We're gonna win, we're gonna win, we're gonna win with UDP 7. We're gonna win.
Freshly extracted local honey. Perfect for today's dessert.
And these locally produced onions, they are just the right size for my popular onion rings and hamburgers. And these cuts of sheep lamb, also grown locally, are just perfect for my succulent barbecue. When I think about my family's health, I buy local products first. After all, they are fresh and healthier. And if you do the same, you're shaping a brighter future for your community, your family, and yourself, as local spending circles back to you. Remember, when you buy local products, you are building a better Belize. This message is proudly sponsored by the Food and Agriculture Organization, European Union, Ministry of Agriculture, and Belize Marketing and Development Corporation.
Motor 5.0, 4 válvulas por cilindro. Todos quisiéramos una. Como que no agarra, ¿no? Siento como que se le pega el balancín. Vamos a darte el aceite que te mereces. Vas a correr como rayo, preciosa.
Los que oímos más allá de las revoluciones, hablamos máquina. Rostrands, poniendo el mundo a funcionar.
Agente autorizado German Vega y Sons. Teléfono 322-3625. Rostrands.
They see you and how you're living. Always a star. Yes, you live in color to the limit. Large and in charge. Yes, that's why you rock with Buster. Refreshing range of colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things, things never run yours. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color. Buster.
Notice the residents of rural communities in Orange Walk and Corozal districts. If you value your health and your children's health, you will dispose of your garbage only at approved sites. The disposal of garbage at any other location is illegal, and if caught, you can be fined up to $5,000. If you don't get caught, you can still suffer health impacts caused by these illegal sites, because illegal dump sites harbor pests such as rodents, possums, and mosquitoes that carry diseases. These can transmit those diseases to you and your children. In addition, the garbage you throw away illegally can contaminate water bodies near your community. The same water bodies you might use for recreation or other purposes. Only with your help can the Department of Environment ensure that Belize's development is safe for present and future generations. You can also contact your local village councils or Belize Solid Waste Management Authority for more information. The Department of Environment thanks you for your help.
Give me the real milk, the number one milk, Dano milk, then of Dano milk. You can whip it cream for Dano milk, it is real, yes, Dano milk, then of Dano milk. All over Cayo and in San Pedro, Dano milk, then of Dano milk. Dano milk in the morning, Dano milk in the evening, Dano milk. Give me Dano milk. Up north in Corozal, supermarket and them all. Dano milk, then of Dano milk. All over this land and in Belmopan, yes, Dano milk. Give me Dano milk. Say in Gangriga, down south in PG, Dano milk, then of Dano milk. You can hear this talk, cause it's in Orange Walk, yeah, Dano milk. I love Dano milk. Dano milk powder, probably the best milk powder in the world. Dano.
These sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillette's Meat Shop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longaniza, and sugar cure ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175 or even 610-4061. Send us an email at derekgillett31@gmail.com. Gillett's Meat Shop, fresh and processed meats.
Ay, qué rico.
And welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Bienvenidos de vuelta, compañeros. Son exactamente las 8:09, 9 minutes after 8 o'clock on a beautiful Thursday morning here in Orange Walk. Today is the 15th of February.
Is it February or February? February. You're quite British this morning, aren't you?
No, well, you left me speechless.
No, you say I have my grandson, I have my son and my grandchildren in London, the UK. And when they call me, I listen because I have to put keen attention to get clarity. Okay. But before we go into the next topic, I just want to make mention this morning that today is Thursday. This afternoon in the beautiful village of St. Louis at 2 p.m. this afternoon, there will be the inauguration of a brand spanking new school for the people of St. Louis. Maybe, Rahim, we could show the St. Louis school. The Honorable Gaspar Vega will be present here along with the Honorable Erwin Contreras to do the inauguration today with the people of St. Louis.
So this is this afternoon?
This afternoon
at 2 o'clock
in the village of St. Louis Village, the inauguration of a brand new primary school there for the children and the people of St. Louis.
And from what I understand, it is not only going to serve as a school, but also as a library.
Here we go.
As a hurricane
shelter,
as a community center.
Computer lab.
So it's a multi-purpose building.
A modern school. For a well-deserved community.
Ladies and gentlemen, compañeros, hay que felicitar a la gente de San Luis, pero también hay que felicitar a todas las personas que tuvieron algo que ver con entregarle este edificio a la gente de San Luis.
You know, this is a project that comes under the Social Investment Fund, but again, you have the era representative, the Honorable Gaspar Vega,
who extensively.
Exactly. You see, and that is what needs to be done for Orange Walk as a whole. People who will lobby to get things done, and you will see the wonderful children, the teachers. They are so grateful, you know, to have an atmosphere. And you know, building is like a plan, one step at a time. We can't do everything. You know, the world wasn't created one day, but little by little.
I visited the building during the time of its construction on different occasions. And I've had the privilege of being able to see the type of construction. It is well built. And also to appreciate the sanitary conditions at the school. All the facilities, the bathroom facilities, they are modern. In other words, it's not a pit hole.
It's a beautiful building built for the users, for the students. You know, a wonderful new atmosphere to give them that better learning capacity. You know, sometimes atmosphere.
Porque la gente lo merece.
Precisamente.
And many times we forget to understand that merecemos lo que nos dan. Y cuando no nos lo dan, entonces es nuestro derecho de quejarnos. Pero muchas veces, porque cuando nos extienden un poquito, nos hacen sentir que debemos todo el mundo y que debemos de agradecernos toda la vida. En realidad, compañeros, este tipo de cosas debe de parar de existir. Merecemos todo lo mejor como beliceños. Y por eso felicito a la gente de San Luis y al ministro y al gobierno por poder hacer este sueño una realidad.
Sí, y la inauguración va a ser hoy, esta tarde, a las 2 p.m.
Continuando con el manifiesto del Partido Unido Democrático. Aquí,
UDP.
Okay? It says, traffic and public safety heading. We are committed to keeping our town safe. Pues qué bueno escuchar esto. To increase safety here in Orange Walk Town, we will do the following. 1. Construct a sidewalk extending from the entrance of the George Price Boulevard to New Hope High School to ensure the safety of students and pedestrians in those areas. Your comments there, Ruben.
A much needed sidewalk, and that will entail taking part of the People's Stadium, inside.
For those who don't know, can you quickly mention where exactly is the New Hope High School?
The New Hope High School is on Stadium Street, going west all the way. You make a curve at the end where it bucks, and at the left, at the end of the road, there is New Hope. But prior to reaching New Hope, you have students at San Francisco School that come from Uniontown. You have the People's Stadium. You have the Multipurpose Center. You have Orange Walk Technical High School. So you can see the hundreds of users, daily users. Apart from that, the parents. Apart from that, people that walk from town to go there for events. The area is open, and the road is a little bit narrow, and it's heavily trafficked. So in order to accommodate and provide safety for our young children and the users of the community, this sidewalk there, along with sheds along the way, to be able to protect you from the weather, from the sun, from the rain, etc., is an excellent idea, and it's one that it's on the priority list of the UDP Town Council plan of action to get done for the people of Orange Walk, and it's one that, hey, you ask anybody, and they will tell you it's needed.
So I just want to have it clear. It says from the entrance of the George Price Boulevard. Does that mean that it's at the junction of San Antonio Road?
No.
Or is it at the junction of...
Fonseca Street already has a partial sidewalk. So coming from Fonseca Street towards the People's Stadium, on Stadium Street, there's that part that's grass, right in front of Sugar City Radio, that area that goes up there. The entire area there will need that.
So in other words, it will be on the San Francisco Street.
No. Stadium Street.
Stadium Street. On Stadium Street, yes. Beginning at the junction of the George Price Boulevard, all the way down to...
That's right. We have to pay respect to our national heroes also. You can't just name something after somebody. And not only that, apart from that, the UDP Town Council is going to take the whole area of that boulevard and transform it, not only pave, but transform it into a usable, walkable area. People in that area take morning walks. So you create another sidewalk all the way to San Antonio Road, and then we will be able to use some of the people from IT Vet, from the high schools, along with the municipality partner, to create this awareness of participation and rip off that center boulevard that's there, because you have some blocks there that are older than age, and just redo it with arbolito and put some little chairs in between so that it can look beautiful and people can be user friendly. You know the hundreds and thousands of kids that have gone to San Francisco School and graduated. You know that it's a symbolic area. So we need to beautify it and make it an area, because it's wide, make it an area that will bring beauty and creativity to our community and to the neighborhood. So it's a great idea that Philip and his council have in developing that area, in creating safety sidewalks. Así que es muy importante también, Emmanuel, tener un concilio, una municipalidad UDP con Philip de la Fuente y su equipo, porque tienen este pensamiento de crear y hacer trabajos que van a ser utilizados por todos los ciudadanos, para todos, particularmente para los estudiantes, para que tengan esta seguridad también de mucho tráfico que ya excede por la área.
Importantemente, compañeros, este manifiesto nace de las necesidades de la gente. Si es que se dieron cuenta de la necesidad de esta acera, este sidewalk, ¿ok? es porque al final del día ha habido problemas o se ve la necesidad fuerte de poder crear un lugar donde los estudiantes pudieran caminar hasta llegar a su escuela. En vez de estar caminando en la calle, donde ahí se les presenta una amenaza.
Y muchos lodos, mucho polvo también, y es bueno para la sanidad de los niños.
Exactamente,
¿sí?
Así que algo similar a lo que estamos viendo aquí en San Lorenzo, ¿no?
Sí, exactly.
Donde la visión del ministro, del representante Gaspar Vega, nos dio este bello proyecto donde en ciertas áreas se acomoda hasta 5 o 6 personas caminando, ¿okay? En la acera, donde si te dieras cuenta, compañeros, de la gran cantidad de gente que camina, de estudiantes que utilizan el San Lorenzo Boulevard, ¿okay? Es fuerte, y en particular dentro de las horas 7:30 y 8 de la mañana. La gran cantidad de vehículos que pasan por aquí durante la hora del mediodía y luego a la hora del cierre, a las 3:30, 4, es formidable, fuerte. Así que con todo este tráfico, siempre hay que pensar en la seguridad de nuestros estudiantes utilizando las calles.
Y también, Emanuel, hay familiares, hay señoras que tú sabes, cuando van a llevar a los niños en la escuela, van en su carriage with the babies too, y también ellos they can push the carriage out with the children and everything. So it's a multi-use creative idea and a concept that will be a reality with the UDP Town Council. And we're putting up the idea because, like you rightly said, this plan, this UDP manifesto comes from what the people have been saying when our UDP team have been campaigning house to house. People say, look, we need a little safety here, we need this. And so the team got together and said, the best way to do a manifesto is to thank the people for the ideas that they gave us by listening to the people first, write it down and said, how can we put this into practical terms so that it's a workable plan? And so the manifesto is a workable plan. And it comes from the people. It's a people's plan that the UDP is putting forth. That is why I continue to ask and tell the people, let's have a people victory on March 7 by voting for Philip and the UDP team. It's for all of us will win. This is a time where a golden opportunity when all the people of Orange Walk are going to win with Philip de la Fuente and the UDP team. Not only a party or part of the community, all of us are going to win with Philip and the UDP team. So, I mean, with due respect, I'm asking you that Philip is the working man. The workers at Town Hall say they will vote for Philip. The taximan will vote for him. The people working at the hospital will vote for Philip. The working man and woman on the street will vote for Philip. So if the majority of voters will vote for Philip, why don't we all just join in celebration to vote for a mayor that wants to work for us, a working mayor and his council? And because of what Emmanuel is reading that is here on the Traffic and Public Safety presentation of the manifesto, talking to the people, for the people, about the people, is what election is all about. That's what it's all about.
Okay. Yo les quiero recordar de que el número para llamar para dar una contribución, 302-2170. 302-2170. Continuando, compañeros, con el manifiesto del Partido Unido Democrático, UDP, dice claramente, develop and police a well-coordinated bus route within town limits. This includes establishing specific pickup and drop-off points for passengers within town limits to improve the flow of traffic. Personally, I endorse this 150%.
Yeah.
Yo creo que esto es un proyecto que debió de haber estado en lugar por muchos años ya. Como vamos creciendo, como vamos desarrollando, como vamos forjando, como vamos desarrollándonos, ¿sí? Exacto. Entonces, vamos, nuestras necesidades crecen. Y obviamente, para poder mejorar el servicio, tenemos que poner controles. Tenemos que poner en lugar ciertas medidas para evitar problemas. Evitar problemas, que un autobús esté estacionándose a media calle y luego o en un lugar precario donde en vez de que la gente vea claramente quién sale del autobús, no se fija nadie de que salió un niño del autobús y tan de repente tenemos una tragedia porque vino un vehículo y lo atropelló.
Safety is important.
Compañeros, es importante. Quizás nos va a costar al principio lograr apreciar o entender las razones, pero eventualmente vamos a llegar a darnos cuenta de que es lo mejor que podemos hacer.
That's true. That's very true.
Tener un sistema de autobuses con ciertos lugares donde paras aquí y aquí se va a subir la gente, aquí va a bajar la gente, y en otro lugar vas a parar aquí y aquí se sube la gente y aquí se baja la gente.
It's a beautiful plan for better transportation. It's a beautiful plan for safety, not only for the conductors of the bus, but for the users and for the general public as a whole. So when you have a people's plan, then it will take effect. Now, this brings me to mind, Emmanuel. The PUP Town Council talks about a master plan, but they are not saying what that plan is. And not only that, they're not saying what the master plan consists. And they're not saying how much it will cost. I mean, the PUP are creating this master plan concept to sell to the people because they're desperate. You understand? Desperate people do desperate things, and they have difficulty with the basic public services that we do. And now when you talk about, what is the master plan? What is in the master plan? How much it cost? Who will pay for it? Where it come from? Right here we are giving you the UDP manifesto, telling you facts, plans, and how it will be done, because these are workable plans that were put together by what the people of Orange Walk were saying. The UDP 7, who you will vote for on election day, is the group that listened to the people and put a plan together. Here it is. It's a working plan, and it's telling you it's going to benefit all the people of Orange Walk, including you. So, Mr. Mayor Kevin Bernard and your PUP town councils and all those working, all your councillors for the work for Johnny, instead of uno look up and say, Johnny, where I want to do, vote for Philip and tell him Philip work for all we. It's easy. And I know it's difficult, man, but make we have that love for Orange Walk. Make we see the development. Okay? Make we see the development. And you will also benefit by voting for Philip, my brother. You understand? We got to share the love. It's the month of love. And we have to look at what is here. When you ride a bus, it's improving lives. When you talk about safety, it's improving lives. When you build a sidewalk for the students and sheds for the students that are out of the sun and out of the rain, you're improving lives. When we talk about what Emmanuel said about creating jobs for the tourist guides, you're improving lives. And that happens with the UDP 7. So you can clearly see exactly what the UDP is talking about. Lo que está hablando los candidatos del UDP para toda la gente de Orange Walk. Tu master plan. ¿Qué es tu master plan? ¿Qué incluye? ¿Cómo lo vamos a conseguir? ¿Para quiénes? ¿Para ustedes? No. Esto es para el pueblo de Orange Walk.
Basado en las necesidades del pueblo.
Precisamente.
Continuamos y dice, refurbish and maintain traffic lights, signs and pedestrian crossings. Aquí también veo que es una gran necesidad.
Yes.
Porque muchas veces dice a ciertas personas, yo no vi el stop sign, yo no vi esa cosa, yo no sé que si es nada más un one-way street esta cosa. Claro que la ley te dice ignorance of the law is no excuse.
Right.
Pero, para evitar todo esto, con el afán de mejorar tu vida, entonces simplemente se trata de poner más rótulos, por el amor de Dios.
Of course, I mean, one-way street, turn right, turn left, and on your walkway crossings, stop while pedestrians are crossing. When you have the pedestrian, put a sign, pedestrians, please look both ways before crossing. If you're riding bicycle, please get off your bicycle and walk, or your bicycle on the sidewalk. These are traffic educational material for safety and for better use of the sidewalk. So a lot of people just walk and there's a vehicle coming. I mean, we also have to warn the pedestrians to stop and look both ways for their own safety. So it's a combination of traffic safety, and it's also a combination of looking after the welfare of the users, both of the vehicular traffic and the human usage of the facilities. And más que eso también, más que eso, cuando hay seguridad en una comunidad, hay más anhelo, there's more love, there's more brotherhood, and there's more understanding. And rightly said, there's a lot of streets that need a direction. You know, in all fairness to the drivers and the users of the vehicle, PUP, UDP, users in general, I mean, it's not better to, how do you say, it's better to warn you not to park than to give you a ticket. Because, I mean, ignorance of the law is no excuse, so the law says. But isn't it better to have an educational program so that all of us can have a community of safety?
Let's take this call. Sugar City Morning Show, good morning. Buenos dias.
Yes, I would like to have one of the comments right there, please.
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Campos, stop educate with management, stop educate man, the man take copy the use. Change the conversation and say what the youth can do, stop educate.
Sir, I don't know what is your gripe, but I would like to say that we are describing and expanding on the manifesto of the United Democratic Party. Okay? Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Carter. You see, Carter, you can't just listen to the UP master plan. If you have a vehicle or you're going through Orange Walk, there are streets that need this stop sign, maybe names on the streets, a direction, and just like I have Union Tong and Marcos Canol, they're the neighborhood things. These are things that are in the manifesto that the UDP will do to improve lives. So thank you, Carter. Maybe you can visit the UDP office on Liberty Avenue, or see one of the candidates or a campaigner and get a copy of the manifesto, and please read it, because it's made for people like you and me and all of us. But
there's a last entry in the traffic and public safety subheading. It says, partner with the police department to establish a special constable corps to help the police our neighborhoods. Now, initially, I had questions about how this is going to run. You know?
Yes.
But I do believe that it's something that is good, that you will have, like you have in Chetumal, Policía Municipal. Am I not right?
That is correct.
And then you have also the concept of Policía Estatal.
Yes.
And then you have also the concept of Policía Federal.
Yeah.
Now, what this is telling me is that you're going to do a special constable corps. Ladies and gentlemen, I repeat, special constable corps to help the police our neighborhoods. In other words, these would be a sort of municipal police based on utilizing special constables that are not full-fledged policemen, for God's sake, but who would be willing to work And I'd like to applaud those officers who work at night at stores around the town. I think that it bodes well for the safety and security of the people who they work for, and also for the entire community. I would like to see more of this, where in the downtown area you would have people, you can walk, you can go to the bank feeling safe. You can actually go to the ATM and withdraw your money feeling safe, where you can go to the park and sit around with some money in your pocket feeling safe, where at the end of the day you can walk around any place and you don't have to worry because there are people who are watching over you. This is a good concept.
But you see, this came about because in some areas there are neighborhood watch, people who meet every now and then. But to be able to regularize it, you need to put a structure in place so that it becomes more effective. You partner with the Department of Police because there might be a need to be much more applicable to the law in certain situations. So by including more people on the streets and the neighborhoods, it will create a much more sense of security. For example, let's look at the school areas where all the children are. So before, during, and after school, there is a great need for safety for our children. By creating these persons to work along with the municipal town council, it will create a safe, a sense of peace and tranquility to the students, to the teachers, to the parents, and by extension the neighborhood. So it's improving and ensuring that much more safety is within our community.
So this is, ladies and gentlemen, before we go on a break, I'd just like to quickly say, hablar rápidamente y decir de que estamos detallando.
Exactly.
Estamos detallando el manifiesto del Partido Unido Democrático, hablando de los distintos proyectos que se ven incluidos aquí en este folleto, que al final del día vienen con el afán, con el propósito de mejorar nuestras vidas. De esto se trata. De eso se trata, compañeros. Así que cuando estamos hablando acerca de construir una acera, un sidewalk, cuando estamos hablando acerca de una ruta de autobuses, desarrollar un sistema de autobuses para del pueblo de Orange Walk, ¿ok? O también hablando acerca de poner lugares específicos donde uno puede tomar el autobús y donde uno puede bajar del autobús. Estos planes están hechos con un propósito, y eso es para disminuir accidentes, no tener problemas de tráfico, y al final del día, cuando eso sucede, están mejorando el nivel de vida de la gente de Orange Walk. Simplemente de eso se trata, compañeros.
Thank you, and that is what I'd like to invite the caller to get a hold of this. And what we are discussing, caller, is what's in the manifesto right here. This is what we are discussing. We are informing you and the public of Orange Walk what is the intention and the plan of action and work for the UDP team.
Vamos a tomar esta llamada. Sugar City Morning Show. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
We just need to Mr. Ruben give a little message, no? We need police in the grass. The police station abandoned. No police in the grass. And I know Ruben have not allowed to in the grass.
Well, thank you, sir, for that call. I think that we're going to pass it on to the Minister Aragon, and I'm sure that he, if I'm not mistaken, in an interview I had with him, he did mention something about expansion of police services within the villages of Orange Walk.
Yes, and certainly, police security is a plan that the Honorable Elodie Aragon, as the Minister of Police, has for all the communities, including Gaspar Ridge, San Felipe, Guinea Grass, San Jose, San Pablo, and a new police station also in plan for Carmelita Village.
That's
right. So the policing of the communities apart with the municipality is an ongoing thing of the national government, and that is why you need the partnership. You understand? A partnership about development and the partnership about putting things together for the people in terms of safety. So that's what governments are for.
But guys, let's take a break when it's exactly 21 minutes before 9 o'clock. We will be back with you in the last segment of the show, where we are talking about the manifesto. We are expounding on the manifesto of the United Democratic Party, and that is available to you. Ask the
candidates, the campaigners. You visit the UDP office on Liberty Avenue.
It behooves us all to be able to read it, so you know exactly what are the promises that this team is doing. But let's take a break and we'll be right back with you. Vamos a esta pausa y estaremos de vuelta con ustedes tan pronto estos anuncios.
There's no need to go across the border to enjoy sun, sand, and crystal blue waters. Belize's northern islands and reef are just a boat ride away. Go slow and immerse yourself into the Caribbean Sea, or enjoy some fresh coconut water. Or pick up the pace on an island where locals can enjoy sandy beaches by day and feast on your fresh catch by night. Discover the Mesoamerican Barrier Reef and submerge yourself into another world where you can experience a traffic jam you will want to return. You can also make new friends along the way. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Hi, I am Philip de la Fuente, son of Audrey and Joe de la Fuente. I have 5 siblings, Joey, Giovanni, Orlando, Andre, and Selena. My heart belongs to my lovely, intelligent, and hardworking wife, Ruth, with whom I have 4 beautiful children. I currently hold a certificate of chemist and druggist from the University College of Belize. Orange Walk Town is my second love, and I have lived all my life feeling proud of my town and its people. In 2006, I served as the town's deputy mayor, and in 2009, I was elected mayor of Orange Walk Town, a job I carried out with dedication and passion until 2012. My achievements are a matter of public record. I own a successful pharmacy and dedicate a lot of my spare time to my farm and my motorcycling hobby. I bring a wealth of experience to the table and a passion for my town and people second to none. Under my watch and with the assistance of central government, we will see development and progress like never before. So, on March 7th, let us go to the polls and vote UDP all the way.
We voted for Philip, we voted for Jesha, we voted for Jose, we voted for Derek, we voted for Armando, we voted for Yara, we voted for Evan. Vote to the P7. Orange Walk, change for progress, change is coming.
Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and the pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega and Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walk Town. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega and Sons Limited, because we care for you.
Están todos cordialmente invitados a participar en la nominación de nuestros candidatos este 21 de febrero a la 1 de la tarde, en frente de la oficina del Partido Unido Democrático, en la calle Libertad. Venga a ser parte de la historia y restauremos nuestro municipio. Cambio para el progreso. Adelante con los 7 candidatos del Partido Unido Democrático.
They see you and know you're living. Always a star. Yes, you live in color to the limit. Large and in charge. Yes, that's why you rock with Buster. Refreshing range of colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things never run you. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color. Buster.
The Philip Goulton Highway between Belize City and the Philip Goulton International Airport is getting a major facelift to the tune of $31.5 million. Section A of the highway upgrading project between Hallover Bridge and PGIA is nearing completion at an investment of $13.6 million. Works include construction of retaining walls to prevent erosion, widening of the road cross-section to include paved road shoulders, pavement restoration and resurfacing. The project also includes installation of LED road lighting and safety features such as signs, reflectors, road marking, and improved visibility through the clearing of the road reserve. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
And welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Bienvenidos de vuelta, compañeros, aquí enviándoles un atento y cordial saludo a todas las personas que se unen a esta transmisión, que decía a través de el canal de televisión que se ve por cable, o a través de la estación de televisión que se ve por aire, Canal 10. Muy buenos días a todos. O quizá a través de la transmisión que se está haciendo a través de radio, SCRS y Universal Radio y otras estaciones por internet también. Porque, compañeros, si al final del día tú te encuentras o quisieras que una persona en el extranjero escuche las entrevistas que tenemos aquí en Sugar City Morning Show, simplemente es muy importante que entiendas que este programa está disponible y se puede ver por internet simplemente entrando en la página YouTube y teclando Sugar City Morning Show para el día que quieras ver, y gracias a la magia de la tecnología rápidamente aparece frente a ti en la pantalla y puedes tú gozar de ello donde sea que te encuentres. Si es que te encuentras en Nueva York o Timbuktu, o si te encuentras en Australia, donde sea, puedes gozar de ver todo el programa de Sugar City Morning Show, donde sea en este mundo. Compañeros, hemos estado hablando acerca de el manifiesto del Partido Unido Democrático. Es más, ¿qué es el manifiesto? El manifiesto es el plan en detalle de parte de un partido político, las promesas que hace cumplir, que promete cumplir al ser electo. Es más, cuando ganen en la elección, van a usar esto como un plan de trabajo. Van a decir, hemos prometido tal y tal a la gente, ahora se trata de cumplimiento. Y, compañeros, eso es lo que entonces nosotros los ciudadanos tenemos que darle seguimiento y asegurar de que cualquier partido político que nos prometa nos cumpla. Ahora, hablando acerca de las nominaciones que van a ser, ¿cuándo? Exactamente la siguiente semana, miércoles, ¿verdad?
Así es, Emanuel, pero antes de eso quiero invitar a todo ciudadano que consiga su copia del UDP Manifesto para que lo pueda leer y pueda ver qué son las ideas que la mayoría de la gente de Orange Walk han presentado, discutido, porque sabemos también de que hay right, para Morris, hay el social media, que aquí si ustedes ganan el social media, que es muy importante, que puede ser parte de la dirigencia en las elecciones municipales. Ahí usted puede ver en el social media el desarrollo en Corozal, San Pedro, Belice, Belmopán, San Ignacio, Santa Elena, Bencavieja del Carmen, Dandriga, Punta Gorda. Y entonces pensamos, ¿y qué pasó con Orange Walk? Bueno, la solución es votar para el UDP 17 el 7 de marzo, porque vamos a tener un concilio de trabajadores que va a abogar con el gobierno central para traer ese desarrollo acá en Orange Walk. Y eso va a comenzar el miércoles venidera, el 21 de febrero, the 21st of February.
Generalmente sucede 3 semanas antes de la...
Right, so
2 semanas.
2 semanas.
14 días.
So on the 21st of February, next week, Wednesday, will be nomination day. And the UDP team will be at the Liberty Avenue, in front of the UDP office on Liberty Avenue. From Liberty Avenue, we are going to accompany Philip de la Fuente and the UDP team to the Treasury, where they will fill out the forms and sign the form in front of the returning officer. The returning officer will open then the voters list and ensure that they are registered, that they are 18 years of age or over, and are Belizean. Having done that, and the returning officer being satisfied that they are on the voters list and they comply with the requisites of a candidate, then he will affix that signature, and then he will ask 2 citizens of the community who are also Belizeans, who are also on the registration list, that they will be the witnesses or padrinos or madrinas or sponsors to the nomination of the candidate. There will be the nomination for mayor, which is a separate vote, and then there will be the nomination for the 6 councillors. The UDP is presenting Philip de la Fuente as the mayoral candidate, and as the councillor candidates, the UDP is putting Yaracal Vieda, that's Maitos Data. Then we have Ajesha Cantun, that's the Don Egidios Duran Grandata. We have Armando Chile Osha, that works at ESR BSI. Yeah, he is Haman Chile, and then we have Derek Sambola. And then we have Evan Williams, and then we have Jose Antonio Cocom, who is the son of Miss Michelle, Michelle Trejo. So these are the UDP candidates that we will accompany to the Treasury for them to be nominated. Once the nomination is completed and the returning officer has accepted and signed on, he will send this information to the Elections and Boundaries Commission, who will then make those candidates official, and they will make the sample ballots as per the names and the information provided on the nomination form, and then the race is officially on. They are the official candidates for the elections on March 7th. But prior to that, each candidate must go to the Treasury and deposit $25 and get an official receipt to be able to show to the returning officer. Prior to. Our UDP candidates have already paid their $25. They have their receipts ready. They're ahead of the game. Now, the whole process of nomination is to give to the public the presentation of who you will vote for, Philip and the UDP team. And thereafter, we prepare for the election on March 7th, where we ask everyone for the vote. We must ask for the vote, you know, and we will be asking all registered voters, all 14,000 voters to vote for UDP and the UDP slate, because they are the team that we believe will better serve our community.
No, after the nominations, which will happen, I believe, at the administration building.
At 2 o'clock, the nomination accompaniment leaving Liberty Avenue will be at 1 o'clock. From 1 o'clock we will leave to come to the Treasury. So by the time you take your time and reach out, maybe 1:30, 2 o'clock, because you take your time and go. It's part of the political celebration, you know, to accompany your candidates to be nominated. So we're asking all UDP friends, sympathizers, and everyone to come out for the nomination day. We meet at 1 o'clock on Liberty Avenue in front of the UDP office. Bring your UDP flags, your Belizean flag, put on your red outfit. It's February, the month of love, the month of red, so let's read it and get ready to read it again on March 7th, so everybody is invited.
I know after 2 o'clock, after the nomination, that's where it's finished?
Well, after that is where it's finished, and then there's preparation for the possibility of a pre-election rally where you bring your supporters, friends, sympathizers together to do part of the process and program for pre-election, you know, and that will be taking place, but that will be presented at another date. Right now, the concentration is on nomination day.
Compañeros, estamos hablando y estamos ofreciendo una invitación cordial a las nominaciones que sucederán este miércoles, pero antes que entremos a esto, vamos a tomar esta llamada. Sugar City Morning Show, buenos días, good morning.
Buenos días, hermano, buenos días, hermano.
¿Qué tal, Paz?
Buenos días.
Aquí, 6 años que Kevin está en poder, no de alcalde. En 6 años él no ha hecho nada para evitar, absolutamente nada. Él es una persona que si Johnny le dice hacer eso, él no tiene que hacer lo que Johnny le diga que él tiene que hacer. Prometieron desde 6 años atrás parques, arreglos, streets, drains. En 6 años, Kevin a mí me puede convencer que él ha hecho algo para luchar. Lo que sí ha hecho es aprovechar de la oportunidad que él tiene como mayor. Porque él es una persona que tiene que escuchar lo que Johnny le diga qué hacer y él lo hace. Lo que es sus consulados, ¿no? Matel, la maestra, Leiva, los 4 de ellos, todos se van para Smart y todos se van para Centura. Ni un día los puede encontrar ningún día allá en el Tongado. Ni uno, ¿por qué? Porque ellos están busy trabajando para otras compañías que son de Chávez. Y eso está totalmente mal, ellos tienen dicho que saben. Ellos saben que ellos hicieron un error en poner esos 4 la elección pasada. La elección que viene en marzo el 7. Yo le pido a la gente PUP y UDP que por favor abran los ojos y voten para los 7 candidatos UDP que van a trabajar. Felipe es una persona trabajadora y ya se lo mostró y ya se lo comprobó a la gente de Orange y la gente de Orange que está convencido que cada vez que entra un UDP mío, este pueblo sale adelante. Ahorita 6 años, este pueblo no ha mejorado nada para nada. Estamos cerrados, Chihuahua no puede hacer nada, porque él no puede ganar decisiones. ¿Cuántos miles de dólares él colecta de traffic él no pone un sign, él no compone tree, no hace nada, la gente lo sabe. Los parques necesitan luces, necesitan desarrollo, no lo puede hacer. ¿Ah? ¿Por qué? Porque él está trabajando para Johnny y la gente de Orichak lo sabe, la gente de Orichak va a salir sólido. Este marzo, UDP van a votar y darle esos votos de confianza a Philip, porque Philip ha demostrado que él es hombre trabajador y él trabaja no solo para él trabaja para el pueblo, y eso es lo que necesitamos. Ahora, 6 años, me acuerdo bien, cuando Kevin entró como alcalde, él despidió a todos los UDPs. Y eso estaba totalmente mal. No puede despedir a gente de la oposición, porque los que van a quedar van a ser puros PUPs y ellos van a hacer trabajo, van a ser igual como hace el mayor. El mayor no le importa quién trabaje, porque todos son PUPs. Y allí en la oficina hay mucha gente de aire acondicionado con buen salario, y la gente lo lucha, todos lo sabemos. ¿Y quién acabatea eso? Janet con el alcalde Kevin. ¿Ah? Ellos tampoco de puerta larga de Estados Unidos consiguen trabajo. ¿Ah? Y eso todo el chato sabe que ese es un monopolio de Janet. Janet le da instrucciones a Kevin y Kevin lo tiene que aceptar. Todo lo que trabaja en ese tambor, en aire acondicionado, son familias y allegados del familia Briseño, de los councilors, y eso hay que pararlo. Este marzo hay que decir, ya basta. Necesitamos que este pueblo salga adelante un desarrollo al pueblo. Y solo a favor del UDP, con Philip de la Fuente y el Central Government, este pueblo va a salir adelante una vez que pongamos los 7, no queremos split votes, queremos los 7 sólidos votos para cada concilio y el mayor que sea Philip, este pueblo sale adelante.
Muchas gracias.
Ya esta cosa de poner gente porque vienen y nos regalan $100, $200 y un cell food, eso hay que pararlo. Esa corrupción que está ahí en Chávez, cada elección él lo tiene en su boca, bring back the millions, traigan los millones. ¿Ah? Él dijo de su boca que cuando él no le importa de nadie, él y su familia viene primero. Él lo dijo, yo quiero que ustedes lo tomen al canal, le hicieron interview, cuando el canal dijo, bring back the millions, que tienen afuera. ¿Ah? Eso le deben de poner cada día, para que le hagan refreshback, la memoria a la gente, qué es lo que dijo Johnny de su boca, de él, salió de su boca de él. Que él no se preocupa de la gente, su familia de él viene primero. Y es cierto, 6 años, este pueblo no puede salir adelante. ¿Ah? ¿Por qué? Porque su mentalidad de los briseñistas, ellos quieren victimizar al pueblo con un tambor PUP y quieren ponerle la culpa al Central Government, al UDP, y la gente ya está fastidiado de eso. La gente va a salir sólido este marzo a apoyar el Partido Unido Democrático. Es eso lo que necesitamos. We need a change. We need a change, a solid change. The 7 UDP double line. We can't split no vote. We need that 7 UDP so with central government. Philip, one of the best for this orange rock. We agarro a nice terminal for seminar.
Muchas gracias.
Tengo entendido que se va yendo a Yo Creek, en tu right hand side, cuando brincas el bridge, allá oigo que quiere hacer lo que los village buses. Pues yo creo que no sé eso. Yo creo que Janet le llenó un pedazo de su terreno de él para hacer otro gas station. Abran sus ojos, vayan, miren lo que está pasando. Eso es lo que está haciendo Janet, porque él sabe que van a perder esta elección. Gracias, le pido a toda la gente que se unan, PUP, UDP. Hay que parar esa corrupción de Janet, monopolizando a Kevin. Kevin tiene que hacer lo que Janet dice. Yo quiero que la gente de tambor, que trabajan duro por el sol y lluvia, y frío, que sepa que si llega a ganar Piu va a entrar Rick Moguel como foreman. Rick Moguel, él es bruto, él no tiene nada de sangre para la gente trabajadora. Eso es lo que van a esperar. Por eso le pido a la gente que salgan unidos este marzo y votemos sobre 7 con Philip de la Fuente y sus 6 councilors. Por favor, le pido a Pío, salgamos unidos, un pueblo unido. Vamos a salir vencidos, porque vencidos seremos para este marzo.
Gracias, muchas gracias.
Gracias a ustedes. Qué bueno.
Bye. Bueno, compañeros, ya son las 9:04 minutos. Ya nada más nos queda suficiente tiempo para agradecerle a todo el equipo de producción, a Morris Rahim, y también a agradecerle a el señor Campos, que amablemente y fielmente está con nosotros. Y tomo tiempo, vamos a tomar esta última llamada. Vamos a ver. Sugar City Morning Show, good morning. Bueno, no perdimos ahí. Bueno, ok. Simplemente nos queda tiempo para agradecerle también a ustedes, compañeros. A ustedes la audiencia que nos ve a través de la televisión o que nos escucha a través de la radio. Estamos transmitiendo en vivo desde Canal 10 Nortevisión, aquí en la calle San Lorenzo. Y le enviamos atentos saludos a todos y los mejores deseos para el día de hoy y siempre. Compañeros, sin más, les deseo todo lo mejor, y de nuestra parte, la parte de Rubén y mía, pasen un bendito día, gócenlo y recuerden siempre hacer lo correcto, porque hacer lo correcto siempre nos trae un beneficio. Compañeros, se cuidan, nos vemos mañana a la misma hora, y recordándoles de que este show se repite hoy por la noche a las 9 de la noche. Nos vemos mañana, cuídense mucho, hasta luego.
Have a good day.
Sugar City Morning Show.